If you want to know more about Routh again, okay, you can just straight away go back to the introduction. Okay, nonetheless, I'll just go through the step itself, the array. Okay, the very gist of it. How do we actually solve for it? Okay, so in this case, when you have a fourth order, okay, let's say fourth order and above, okay, fourth order example. What are the rules that are actually required to know? Is that if you have higher order system other than third order and first and second, you have a you follow the all coefficients are positive, you follow this rule, and then the elements of the first column in the Routh array are all positive. Okay, so make sure that the first column over here, hold on a while. First column itself is, I believe it's S5, S4, S3. So this is the column that is talking about. Okay, so this column has to be all positive. I may be wrong, but it is not that so-called relatively important, although it is a rule itself. Okay, so make sure that the first column is the first column itself is a positive, and then nonetheless, since the coefficients are positive, then okay. Anyway, so make sure you put it in terms of positive as all. And then the other one is that make sure that let's say you have five order, right? So make sure you have 6 rows. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So what is this actually? So in other words, this is fifth order, first order, third order, second order, first order, zero order. If you remember last time we talked about zero order, A0 is some constant number. So this is actually the zeroth order. They actually put it as a units. Okay, because it's the constant itself may be like meter or meter square or something. So that's what it is. And then with this, let's go to the Routh array. Okay, the Routh array says what? Okay, the rule itself is pretty much that is that you have so if you have this equation, okay, let's actually start off with the system first. Okay, the first order example. So you have a transfer function given as this dude over here, right? So similarly, you form it in terms of g of s divided by 1 plus g of s. Okay, if there is no k, then you have to go and add a k within here. So it's the same thing. I still I will not explain it. Okay, I explained in the first video already. So it's equals to k s plus 5, here and there. So this is I just bring this denominator upwards, yeah. So you rearrange, you realize that okay, dude, we have a fourth order system over here. So with this, the first thing you need to plot is actually to plot this is A5, okay. So that's so maybe I should show you. So we have this is the rule, okay. This is the rule of the Routh array. It's not big enough. Hold on a while. So I hope you can see. Okay, so then A5, okay, if it's let's say so we'll talk about the highest order. The highest order will always be the first number over here. And then the next lower number, okay, the next lower order number, let's say A4 will be just a bottom behind A5. Okay, so which is why it's 6. Okay. Sorry, 6, okay, sorry, my fault. So at first is 1, right? So the highest order is 1, then the third order is actually 6, and then the next order will be 11, okay, it's A3, and then so in other words, when you plot in, the trend goes like this, and then it goes like this, you see. So this is the trend when you plot it out, the array itself. Now, if you were to calculate the rest, okay, if you were to calculate, because if you plot it out, you are just having the 2 rows in this manner. But if you want to plot it out the rest, okay, the trend would be like this. Okay, the trend would be A4 multiplied by A3, okay, and then you minus away A5, you minus away A5 divided by A2, and then divide the whole thing by A4. So this is what is actually written over here. So A4 is like a determinant last time if you run. before is the same concept. So a4 times a3, and then minus a5 times a2, and divide the whole thing by a4. Okay, so what is this portion over here? Okay, so it's the same thing. We'll strike off from a4 first. So instead of going a3, we go to a1, and then minus away a5 times a0, and divide the whole thing by a4 again. Okay, so this is the rule. And for the rest, it's the same thing. Um, so for the next, so we have already cleared the third row already, right? So just now we have this row, right? So we actually formed this one. So we formed this one already. So if you want to form this row, same thing. We use this one multiply by this one, minus away a4 multiply by this one, then divide the whole thing by this one. Okay. So you have this dude over here, and same so on and so forth. And then for the last one, which is in the S0, okay, there is no order. Like I said earlier, if you were to rewrite the whole thing, this is actually S5, S4, S3, S2, S1, S, and then S0. There will be 6 rows, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I don't know why that. Okay, yeah, anyway. So it's first, fifth order, fourth, third order, second order, first order, and then zero order. So for the zero order wise, you can straight away write the one that is over here. Okay, what do I mean? Okay, as you can see, though it's a very huge chunk of stuff over this only. Okay, so this belongs to here. So there's nothing over here because there's no array for you to multiply because you can only form this one. So therefore, if you were to form an array for the last portion over here, you're just taking this multiply by a naught, and then minus away this multiply by 0, you'll eventually get back this one, right? This portion here times a naught, and then divide the whole thing by this one again, if you remember our rule. Okay, so our rule is states that a4 times a3 minus away a5 times a2, and then divided by the whole thing at a4, right? So it's written over here. But since a4 times a3, while a5 and a2, I mean, in this portion here, it's since this portion is in 0, so in other words, I think you get what I mean. So we can straight away write the s naught as this one over here, okay, as a naught. So this is pretty much the case, okay, this is pretty much the case. So with this concept, maybe hold on a while. So in the next video, we'll talk about how to solve this one. Okay, how to solve for this fourth order example because we're just talking about how to use the Routh array. What are the rules for the Routh array? So in this case, in the next video, we'll just talk about how to solve this, and then eventually to plot the number line itself. Okay, so I'll see you in the next video.